Yo! So I have this report that I need to share to two different groups of people. So I have my finance group who doesn't have access to the report, and I have my video production group. They actually requested the report and they have access to this via an app in their workspace. So this is the story of one report and two workspaces. And so, you know what I like to do? Enough of all this talking. Let's do what? Let's head over to my laptop. So here we go. I have two workspaces. I have my finance group and my video production group. My video production group, they've created this report, and this report shows video views per hour. And so the finance group saw this report and they were like, hey, we could use this report to do some financial forecasting. I was like, what? But they said, yes, we can. We need access to this report. So I came up with 4 ways. The very first one was to just create a copy of the report and I publish it to both workspaces. What happens? I had to maintain both copies of that report. So if I make a change here, I got to publish it here and publish it there. Not efficient. And they were like, we're not doing that, Patrick. And I was like, I'm not doing it because I'm the one that's managing the report. The second way was to explicitly share. Let me show you. So if I go over to my video production workspace and go to that report, there's a share button and we click share and we can enter our finance group or explicit people we want to give access to it. And then they would have access to that report. And then I can go here to manage permissions and I can manage who has access. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do it that way. And the video production group was like, no, we don't want to do that. I was like, okay, all right. So then I had a third way. I'm going to go over to my video production workspace and I'm going to update an app. We already have an app that has an audience that has everyone. So I created a finance audience. I hit all the reports except for this report. And then I add my finance group to this particular audience, and then I update my app. And once I update my app, as a person in the finance group, I can get that app and then I can start viewing the contents via that app. But now I got to manage the app. So every time I update the report, I need to update the app and manage the permissions of the app. No. And then I thought about it. I did a video a while ago about ditching the publish button. And I said, I wonder, can I go into the finance production workspace and import that report from SharePoint? And then I use the desktop, and whenever I make a change in the desktop and save it to SharePoint, it'll automatically update in both places. And I was like, oh, now I don't have to do any additional management or maintenance. Let's see if that works. So I'm over here in my video production workspace. You can see that I have my report. If I go over to my finance workspace, no report. And so if I go here, you can see here's my video production report. I've opened this up from my SharePoint. And so this report is saved out onto my SharePoint site. And so what I'm going to do is import that report into this workspace like I did the other workspace. So I go here, choose this, choose from SharePoint, and then I go out to my YouTube metrics. And then I go to the folder on that site and I choose the report and I click upload. So I did the exact same steps in my other workspace. And so you can see my report here. So in the desktop, if I go make a change, for example, Martha and Adam are like, hey, we're not hosts, we're creators. So I'm going to make a change here. And then I do a quick save up to my SharePoint site. So it's all saved. And then I go over to my SharePoint site and I open the report. It may take a little while to get this updated. So you can see creators, right? So I saved it up to my SharePoint site. And now I'm going to go to both of those workspaces. So let's start first with the video production workspace. And sometimes it takes a little bit to get the report synced up in the workspace. You may have to do a semantic model refresh. You got to go watch that video. It talks about all the steps. But if I click over here, and I'll just give it some time to get refreshed. And then I'm going to switch over to this tab and you can see the report here and I'll open it up. And if you just give it a few minutes and it'll update the report in both workspaces. And now I'm only managing and maintaining a single report in a single location that's been imported from that single location. And you need to make sure you add appropriate permissions. Don't edit the reports in the workspace. Edit the reports in the desktop, because if you have someone that has higher permissions than viewer and they start editing in the workspace, then the report will get out of sync. All right, if you got any questions, comments, you know what to do. Post it in the comments below. If you want to learn more about this publish or all the workloads in Fabric, probably a video flying above my head. And as always, from Adam, Martha, and this guy, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.